video on the correct use of wrist straps. This is actually something that I still see a lot of people do incorrectly, or at least I think there's a better way to do it. So this is your classic wrist strap. You'll find some that are all one piece, where you don't have to loop this through, but basically you take one end, there's a loop at the other side, you can slide this through, and it's going to be different for each side, for your left hand versus your right. So you want it so that when you slide your hand through, I can pull the excess between my thumb and my forefinger. So the connection is down here by the bony part of my wrist. It's going to make it a lot easier to wrap and give you better pressure on the wrist. If you set it the other direction, so if I slide my hand through like this, that's not right, I can't even do it right. So let's pretend I've got it on the wrong hand. Now when I'm trying to get this real snug, it's kind of a bitch to do it. Okay, so you want to have it so that the thumb and the forefinger can basically grab onto the excess by the time you got it wrapped on. So now if I come over to a dumbbell, the wrap has to run the opposite direction of your hands. So when I run this through, I can't run it around this side because then it's running the same direction as my hands. The problem is if my hands open up at all, the dumbbell is just going to start to unravel on me. So I want to wrap it the opposite direction, and I start. So if this is down by the bottom of my hand, I want to start the wrap down by the bottom of my hand and essentially just layer it. So that way I get some support running up and down my full hand. I don't want to just wrap it over top of itself a bunch of times because it makes for a really uneven grip. So some straps would be a little bit longer than this one, so you might have a bit of excess. So maybe you got to wrap it around a bit at the very top, or I've just left the excess kind of hanging out. So that I have some excess strap hanging down here. It doesn't really get in the way once I've wrapped it around my entire hand. So now, as my hand opens up, the wrap is running the opposite direction. So you're not going to get that unraveling issue. So that would be the way I want to approach it with a dumbbell. Which the dumbbell, I think, is the easiest way to wrap. So when you're doing a barbell, I think there's a little bit of an extra step that I like to take. So here's our bar. So when I walk to it, now I've got to account for the fact that I want both hands to sit relatively evenly on it. So when I come in, I want to get this as close to the base of the wrap as I can when I start. And then I'll push it around with my thumb and my forefinger, and then I can just twist the bar. So again, I was talking about that with the dumbbell earlier, you might have some excess strap there. You don't have to worry about actually getting that wrapped around the bar if you feel like you've got at least enough of it wrapped to keep your grip in place. If you need to tighten up a little bit, you just revolve the bar a little bit on both directions until it's super snug. So now if I'm coming up here, now I'm set. So at least with the dumbbell and with the barbell, you can twist a little bit. Pull-ups, a fixed bar like this is a little tougher because you can't turn the bar. The bar is going to stay in one spot. But I want to use the same idea as I did with the barbell. I want to get it, so I pull it up as close to the base as I can and just use my thumb and my forefinger. You see it kind of slides out a little bit, so I have to revolve the wrap and kind of tighten it up. Then I come around the other side, same thing. I use my thumb and my forefinger. And if you've got straps that have been used quite a bit, they're a bit softer, they're a bit more broken in, this gets a little bit easier the more you're using your straps. These ones just came out of a package, so they're a little bit stiff. But so now I've got a nice firm wrap. You can see it starts down by the pinky finger and just makes a few revolutions until it's coming out my index and thumb. So from there. And it should just slide, for the most part, right off when you open your hands. The sharper knurling On some of the bars, sometimes we'll catch it, so you may have to actually manually unwrap it. If you're using a really stiff, like a Texas power bar, or something like that with a sharper knurling, it ideally will grab into the wrap, which you want when you're lifting. So that's it.